trapping and striking, but from a little different perspective, because a lot of times we have 5 bridges. I know most of you know that, but I'll just, bridge number 1 is called the training bridge, right? And mostly we train from there, because you get high repetition of the event, right? The other bridge is if I strike Israel and he blocks, that's called an active bridge. The other one is if he's punching me and that's called the flying bridge, right? The 4th one is if he punches me and I answer back, that's going to be what we call rear hand barrier. If he blocks now, that's going to be bridge number 4. That one is actually a riposte, right? The last one is what we call capture the bridge, and usually I do this when he raises his hands. That's when I will use that. I don't necessarily have the person there and I try to do it. I want to catch them when they bring their hands up. Does that make sense? But it can be used if their hand's already up. But typically I want to think about this. When his hands come up, as soon as his hands come up, I hit him. So I'm just entering like that. Okay? So the first one we're going to do is what we call under the bridge. So that means I'm going in to strike underneath the bridge. Does that make sense? Okay? And so I can go under the bridge and hit low as well, or I can go under the bridge and hit high. That's the first one. And so I'm going to break this down into categories. But the first one I want you to do is just practice this. He's going to lift his hands up like he wants to fight. You're just going to hit him on that motion. That'll be the first one, okay? Then he'll lift his hands up and you'll go underneath and strike. Okay, so one is real simple. That's inside here, and that's low. Then switch to the other side, and when he brings his hand up, that's when you hit him, right? And when he brings his hand up, that's when you hit him. But I want you used to doing it when he puts his hand up. So I want to hit him right there, and that's my best opportunity. So a lot of times we practice from a right lead, but we should practice both leads. So just stand in your left side forward and strike when he puts his hands up, and strike when he puts his hands up. Then sometimes you could just be square and have him be right or left lead. Then you practice it from that. Just hit like that, the other side, and then I just hit like that. So I have to learn how to do that from right side forward, left side forward, and